Lisa, Brenda Buckler is now speaking out about the dangers of domestic violence and the scars it leaves behind when it goes unaddressed, asking the public to pay attention to the signs and symptoms so no one else has to live her nightmare.
In a really low voice, he said, "I'm sorry, ma'am, but they're both deceased." And I screamed, "No."
We've been following this breaking news for you all evening.
The evening of February 21st, Brenda Buckler was home watching the news.
And a banner went across the bottom of the screen that said there was a reported shooting in the 9100 block of Chieftain Drive, and there were 3 little kids at home. And I started screaming for a phone.
Her daughter Tara lived here with her 3 small boys. She was in the midst of a divorce with her husband, a disabled veteran suffering post-traumatic stress disorder. Brenda raced to her car.
All the way over there, I was like thinking, please, Lord, just let her be wounded. Let it be a hole in the wall. Please, just let it be okay.
It wasn't.
I think I knew she was gone already.
26-year-old Tara Buckler stood in her bedroom, her 4-year-old on one hip, her 3-year-old on the other, when she was shot in the head. Behind the trigger, her husband, Jeff Lawrence. Brenda's grandchildren told her what happened in the next short moments before their father took his own life.
He told the boys to stand back, and he told Armand he loved him. He said, "I love you, Bubba," which is what he called Armand. Armand said, "You don't have to do this, you know." And Jeff said, "Oh, yes, I did. I hurt your mother."
Jeff turned a shotgun on himself, leaving the 3 boys standing in the blood-soaked room alone.
Armand told me that he thought at first that they were just kind of playing, which I think was probably his shock, you know. And he said when he ran over to his mom and then felt the hole in the back of her head.
Unthinkable grief, unanswered questions consumed the family left behind.
The things that you don't think about, the things that kids think, right? As they were talking, and well, Mom and Dad are still over at the house. And it's like, oh my God. No, they're not, honey. They're not. And they're like, oh, yes, they are.
Despite counseling, the memory scars the boys.
Carson, the 3-year-old, is very aggressive and bites and scratches and pulls hair. And Carson I've seen the most with, like, he got a hold of a squirt gun and he stuck it in his mouth.
In the wake of their loss, the Bucklers search for an answer.
I've wrestled with that. How does somebody kill somebody that they've taken a vow to love, honor, cherish, and protect?
Brenda doesn't accept Jeff's PTSD as an answer.
I mean, we all suffer a certain amount of PTSD. I have PTSD now from this horrific event that's happened with my daughter. And we don't go around shooting and killing each other.
Instead, she sits in a field of markers of lives cut too short, too soon, clinging to the hope that telling her daughter's story of domestic violence may save a life.
If I can do anything to raise awareness of some of the symptoms, some of the signs, I don't ever want another mother. If I can save one mom this grief, or one child. I mean, these children, they miss their mother.
The Colorado Springs Police Department receives about 20,000 domestic violence calls each year. Brenda hopes to reduce that number by urging those in danger to seek help before it's too late.
Wasn't ready to lose her. Definitely wasn't ready to lose her.
A heartbreaking story. If you or someone you know is in a dangerous relationship, Tessa, a confidential support service in El Paso County, can help. They offer a crisis hotline and a safe house for women in need. For more information on domestic violence and ways to get help, you can visit KOAA.com. Back to you.